Alright, what is up everybody? It's me, Chris, again with a Warframe video. I haven't made some videos in a minute, and there's a reason to that, and I will go over that in a moto vlog, or maybe in the next video, but not today. Today, we are looking at Rhino. Now, Rhino is the first frame you can get in the game, like, to farm. What's awesome about Rhino is he's a tank, and he has this ability called Iron Skin. He basically makes this ferrite armor around him, and he himself takes no damage while this ferrite armor is up. So you're pretty much like unkillable for the most part. And what makes that change, these are Umbral mods, which what we want on Rhino would be, I would throw a flow on there, I would throw on an intensify, and put on physique if you have it. Shield mod, because why not? Steel fiber, very important. And vitality. This is kind of what you're going for the most part. What affects Rhino's ferrite armor is the armor stat itself and power strength. So you want as much power strength and as much armor on him as possible. As you can see, I can still upgrade this more and intensify. Eventually you'll get this mod, Transient Fortitude, which you can throw that on there. But for a starting out build, this is kind of what I would aim for. This gives us, let's see how much ferrite armor this gives. 2600. So that's 2600 damage that you won't take. So that's awesome. We're going to go back to this. These Umbral mods are from completing a quest, and you'll do that eventually. So, we're going to go over how to get Mr. Rhino. The way that you get frames in Warframe is you kill bosses for most of them. And the first boss that you can actually get to would be the
Jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal! It looks like a jackal!
And the thing with the jackal, it's a big quad robot, and how you kill him is you shoot him in the leg, and then he'll fall down, and then you can do damage to his body. And you do that over and over again until he dies. Now, this person looks like a new player, so hopefully I'll be able to carry them. They also look like a new player. Yeah, they're both new players. So we'll see how this goes. Skip the cinematic, and we're just gonna run.
Contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target
Most of
will have
Warframe is
significant
honestly
impact
just
on
running
enemy
past
forces.
everything.
Search the area. Recently
So,
introduced, there
what's
will
nice
be
about
security
Rhino
property
is you
yet.
don't actually
Determine its
need
location around this vessel
a
and destroy it.
neuroptics. Well, you need a neuroptics. Oh, am I? Oh! I'm gonna guess I'm supposed to go this way.
You've been seen. Nick
I was!
This is the same
Rip.
deadly quad robot, which has become extremely problematic for ourselves in the field.
So, you don't need a neural sample. To make his gear, this is all you need. Polymer bundles, you can get those. Rodeo, you can get those. Morphics, I believe the first time you get them is Mars. And Plastids, I believe Mars. So this is all pretty doable stuff.
Reset.
So that's nice, because then you don't have to sit there and wait for planets upon planets in order just to make a frame. That's what's kind of frustrating about most frames, because their neuroptics need a neural sensors. That's what they're called, these things. You don't get those until Jupiter, which is pretty far away. If you watched my Why It Sucks to Be a New Player in Warframe, I kind of go over that.
Unlike any enemy you have faced yet.
So yeah, just kind of run through. I'm not really paying attention too much because, you know, whatever. So this is the Jackal. As you can see, quad robot. Now, one of his legs you'll be able to damage, and the other ones you won't. I believe that's later in the fight. I think you can just shoot a leg to begin with, but just shoot at his legs and eventually he'll fall down. the fight won't start until all members of the party are in here, and that one is pretty far away. So I will be back whenever everybody gets here. He's coming. He's making his way downtown and checking like every single room along the way. Alright, here we go.
The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
Oop. So, everybody's here now, as I'm sure you can tell. You want to hop over his little stops and shoot him in the face. Now he's going to wake up and shoot him in the legs some more. And we're going to shoot him in the face. And now we're going to shoot him in the back leg. Jump over the thing. And he died. There we go. That is the jackal. Just shoot him in the legs until he falls down, and then shoot him in the face. I use the dread, which I'll show you my build. If you get the dread this early, that would be great, but really, it just kind of extends the fight a little bit if you don't. Or a higher level weapon, I should say. Slash damage is good, so just kind of poke out his legs until he falls down. That's pretty much the goal of this mission. And since he doesn't need a neural sensor, you can actually build him like right away, because most of the time you're gonna, I think you have to kill Corrupted Vor first, so you're gonna pretty much be able to go to Mars right off the bat. Like, you'll go to Venus and you'll go to Mercury, and then it's pretty much time for Mars. So see, we got his chassis blueprint. And the idea is you do this over and over again until you get his chassis blueprint, his systems, and his neuroptics, which we see right here. Oh, this is for Ember. Lol. JK. Rhino. There we go. I need this stuff. Right? So that's cool. Ooh. So you do that until you get all the pieces. And all the pieces you'll find in here. You can go to Warframes, and you can just kind of scroll down until you find Rhino. There we go. Rhino chassis. Now, once you build all of these pieces, you will need the blueprint. So you'll come up here, click on Market, you can go here, click on Warframes, then you just kind of go around until you find Rhino. And then don't click on purchase. Purchase this here means you're buying it for plat. We want to buy it for credits. So we're going to click on that. And then we would click on purchase blueprint. I already have Rhino, so I'm not going to because money. And there you go. Then once you have his blueprint, then you go back down here and go back to Warframes, and you find Rhino. She was over here somewhere. Rhino. And he would kind of look like this. The Sarin. He would have all three of these because you just farmed them and built them. And then you would click on that, and it would start building him. It would say, "Are you sure?" And you click yes. And then 3 days later, you have a Rhino. So I hope this has been helpful for everybody. Acquiring Warframes for the first time, at least starting out, is a bit confusing. Once you get one or two, you kind of figure out the hang of it and the grind of it. So, you know, it's a pretty good time. But Rhino is a very good frame that you will be using throughout the entire game. So I highly suggest getting him as early on as possible. He's very good, and you can pretty much use him for the entirety of the game. Like, bringing a Rhino on any mission isn't a bad idea, because you can buff people, you can stun enemies, and you're pretty much unkillable. So, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!